You are listening to the Lawyer Stories podcast with host Benny Gold. Lawyer Stories was founded in July 2017 and is an expanding global network of lawyers and law students sharing their personal journeys to the noble profession of the practice of law. Join us on this podcast as we dig deeper into these stories and hear from lawyers and law students from around the world in all areas of the legal profession. Here at Lawyer Stories, we believe that every lawyer has a story. What's yours?
Welcome to the Lawyer Stories podcast with Benny Gold. Today we welcome in Antonello Pierro, owner of Pierro Associates in Roma, Italy, practicing in corporate M&A, banking, professional liability, real estate, and international business transactions. Antonello joins us all the way from beautiful Rome. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, Ben. Hi, how are you?
Very good. This is really pretty cool seeing Rome in the background. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, this in the back is the historical center, and I don't know if you can see the straight ahead, this white small building. This is the monument dedicated to the older people who fight for the country, and is located in Venice Square called Piazza Venezia, and is exactly the center of the historical city. Yeah, this you can see here probably on my back. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
So you're in the center of Rome right now.
Right.
That's
Right.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. Thanks so much
Yeah.
for joining our Lawyer Stories podcast and being a part of our global community. It's an international thing that we're doing here. And, we're going to focus a little on your story, but basically what we want to talk about today is how you have a nice client base of Americans that you help to purchase property in Italy, correct?
Right. Ben, first of all, let me thank you to host me here. It's a great pleasure, a great honor to be a part of this podcast and this community. I think you're doing a really amazing job. You had a wonderful idea to found this community, which will benefit all the members in the nearest future.
Thank
So,
you so much.
yeah, you're welcome. So, coming back to your question, yeah, as you said, so I'm the founder of the Pierro Associates Law Firm. I have 25 years of experience, and I was working in the beginning of my career in the international law firm here in Rome. It was a big international law firm with operation in East Europe and in the States, with the main office in New York. And after that, I founded my own business in 2004. And since that time, I was always working with American clients and representing them for many different type of matters and focusing on M&A, business acquisition, and real estate. I have to say that in the last few years, we are focusing on the real estate because there is a big interest around real estate acquisition here in Italy. Starting from a famous Tuscany villa till an entire building in Venice or in the historical center of Rome, as we've seen, and Americans like and enjoy very much to own a property in Italy, in everywhere, really everywhere.
That's amazing.
From the south of Italy, in Calabria, in Sicily, till the Piemonte, Lombardia, the top north of Italy. And it's a quite fun and interesting working with all those clients who like to have a second life in Italy, or to have remote working, or just to have a holiday property to spend here 1 or 2 months yearly. Of course, one of the most known places in Italy is Tuscany. Many Americans like to go to Tuscany, but we have a lot of beautiful other places and locations where they can spend time and purchase property. Yeah.
So you help people find a place all over Italy, right? You're not just focused in Tuscany or one place. You'll help somebody find a place anywhere, correct?
Yeah. Depending the client needs, the client wish. Or sometimes we help entity to acquire entire building in the business area, like Rome and Milano, because Rome and Milano are very busy, both touristic and industrial cities. Because Rome, as you know, is very touristic. Milano is is a financial center. In those both cities. There are even a lot of company funds who wish like to own make an investment or to purchase an old building and then to turn in hotel. We have now a big project coming in here just in the center of Rome, operating by Bulgari. I guess you know Bulgari, the famous jewelry company, and they are making a big hotel right in the center of Rome with many problems to solve. Because you know when the building is ancient, you can touch a wall, a structure, a facade, and so there are also a lot of business around all that. But most of all, we try to help individuals to achieve their desire, their wish to own a property in Italy. And of course, when they have identified the area, we might help also to research and to find the right one, because there is an issue here in Italy comparison what happens in the States. Here in Italy, the realtor doesn't and cannot represent the buyer. Is just in the middle, is a kind of broker, and they just create the links between seller and buyer. And there is no representation for the buyer, especially for the foreign or American buyer, who usually has the ability to be represented by someone who takes care the interest, takes care of all the matters, all the issues. And without an attorney, I would say that the buyer is completely without a guide, representation, and even without help. And we do that since the beginning, the research till the due diligence, negotiation, and the final closing when they have to sign the deed of sale of the property.
So the person could have a real estate agent and have you? Is that how that works? Or do you do both?
Yeah, usually here the real estate agent works just to find the property, to advertise the property. So the real estate agent is hired by the seller, is chosen by the seller to advertise the property. They organize the visit. Of course, they will push very much the potential buyer to sign an offer, but then they disappear and they don't care. The preliminary assessment, due diligence, all the preliminary stage where the buyer needs to learn about the property issues, critical issues, city regulation, compliance, and structure of the property, compliance, all these kind of things. And in Italy, especially in the ancient cities, there are many things to check, to take care. I was working just right during the last week. However, it's very funny because I have here in Rome an American client. She is from Connecticut. She's trying to sell an entire building, very ancient, from the ground floor to the top floor with a beautiful roof, patio. And the buyer is from New York. He's a very wealthy guy from New York. And we were making the due diligence for 3 months, and we found out they made in the long time ago a lot of construction not authorized, because 20, 30 years ago, many construction inside the property that people did without a permit by the city. And so this lady who want to sell the property, she's having now lots of trouble to make compliant everything. And so that's why buyer, especially the buyer, should have an attorney to learn more about the property.
Right. You need the attorney to do the due diligence and the things that the real estate agent is not going to do, right?
They don't do, yes, and they, according to law, they can't represent the buyer or the seller. Otherwise, they will lose the fee, the right to charge a fee.
Okay.
Because according to Italian law, they should be exactly in the middle, should be in the neutral position. They shouldn't make represent neither both. So neither
Right.
seller, neither,
Right.
neither, yeah, yeah.
So I have to say, like Italy and Tuscany, Milan, and Rome. It sounds so romantic. I've never been there. I just want to make an assigned comment that I'd love to bring my family there and to Spain, and it's just really cool looking in the background, seeing downtown Rome, if that's what you call it, downtown Rome, but the middle of the city. This is really cool to talk to you about this. So, like, how did you get into this?
Say again, how?
How did you start becoming interested in property?
I in the acquisition process of the property is very similar to the acquisition process of a company, a business, because you need to follow a process, especially because here the target property is a kind of target company when you want to make an acquisition of a company. Of course, when you analyze when you want to make a due diligence of a company, you have to go through the balance sheet, to the company assets, to the intellectual property rights. When you go to the real estate acquisition, you have to check similar things, but of course you wouldn't check the balance sheet, but you would assess other things. But the process, from a logical and method of work point of view, is exactly the same. And because I was born as a corporate attorney, and during my life I was very, very fascinated and interested by the real estate, and I always help the people. I do this even for friends when they want some help to purchase a property in Amalfi Costa in Tuscany. I help them to identify exactly which are the issues they have to focus on, just to avoid mistakes, get to trouble, headaches, and our firm has a team where we work, me, my attorneys, and even we have architects and interior design part of our teams, because sometimes we ask their help when we pass from the legal stuff to the structure,
Right.
and
Structure. Yep.
structure and technical issues. We ask the help of the professionals involved in that. And so I like this, and I was working litigation for 20 years. And in the last 10 years, we turned the business, even the real estate, because it's very interesting. And also, I like very much to help the foreign people who doesn't have any guidance for this kind of things. And I met many Americans clients here in Italy before I knew them, that they had the trouble purchasing property, buying a property in Italy without the guide of the right professional
Gotcha.
person. Yeah.
So the real estate market's crazy here in the USA, like where I am. Everything's so high. You could go out and try to buy a property and you get outbid. Like you put in a bid, there'll be 5 people trying to buy one property. They'll put in a bid and they'll still get outbid because it's crazy. It's a seller's market. Is it like that? How is it in Italy right now? How is the market?
Yeah, yes, I heard that in the States now is still seller market, and it's crazy.
Yep.
It's really the sellers are making a lot of money. Now in Italy, I have to say that the purchasing property doesn't allow to make a bid of on the price of the property. If there are 5 bidder, 5 people who want to offer for the property. Usually people, the first one who submit an offer, if this offer match the requested price by the seller, would be accepted soon, and they will close the deal. But I have to say that in Rome, there is not huge market, especially here in the center. of a property on sale. So from one side, I would say that is a seller market because they are very rigid. So they say, okay, I want to sell at this price and I don't move from this price, because in Italy, there is the practice to negotiate a lot of price. So if you, let's say that you would ask the 1 million to sell this some property, the people interested would come there and would propose you 950, 980. No one would offer 1 million.
Right.
And then usually people they meet in the middle between 950 and 1 million, 950 and 1 million. And so there is now this practice to make different more bids to purchase property. If we look Milano is completely different market. There is more demand than the properties on sale. Is a city where everybody want to go. I don't know in the States which city is similar. I don't know if Miami right now or Los Angeles is still. California is still very, very real estate. I know that it's still very, very good. And so Milano, very similar to Miami. Everybody want to go there. The services are very good. Organization of the city is very good. Transportation is very good. The city was completely remodeled in 2015 when they made the exhibition, worldwide exhibition event. And I would say that Milano it's a quite good city to make a business and to live. We have an office in Milano because Milano is very important business center. In Milano, the property goes like this. In 1 week, they sell the properties.
Really?
Doesn't matter, small, big, or big sites. Then if you look Amalfi Coast, for example, in Amalfi Coast, there is no property on sale at all. There is very, very expensive property. There is very few expensive property. And then there are some other old property on the top of the hill that you have to spend a lot of money to rebuild or remodel, which they will spend really a lot of time to sell because nobody want to sell those type of properties. And another location that maybe you have heard now is very popular, especially US clients like to buy or to rent a property is Puglia. Puglia is south of Italy, and there are very, very luxury resort. And on the side of this resort, there are a lot of old I would say farmer building that people like to buy and to remodel. It's called Masseria. I don't know if you never heard. So the people buy the old house of the farmer, of the people who is living there. Was working with the animals, with the cow, with the land, and now became very cool. And they making a beautiful villa, a beautiful boutique, small boutique hotel. So
I understand that. So it's like taking like an old warehouse or something and making it, beautifying it, like we see in the U.S., something like that, but doing that with a farm, an old farmhouse. I got you. I've seen some of that out there. So Antonello, let me ask you pricing. I know this is a tough question, but what, like, your average home in Italy, like, how, I know it's hard to really put a number on it, but I'm just curious, USD, like United States money, like how much does something average go for? Like maybe like a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, something like that, like a home, or maybe like a condo, like a little getaway if somebody wants to buy that has two bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. Can you put a price on it, like an average?
Yeah, I can give an example. So let's say that, of course, out of the big major cities, it's easier to get in a home. So let's say that in the county of Rome, in the county of Milano, in the county of Naples, but outside of the city, it's easy to get something for 250. But of course, if we're talking about the major seaside place, so in Puglia, in Calabria, in Italy, in Sardinia, which is very cool, very expensive, you wouldn't get any place near the beach for 250. You need to increase the budget at least 400,000.
Okay.
If we talk about the major cities like Rome and Florence, and we for example in Rome, in these historical centers and around here, to get 2-bedroom apartments. I just closed the deal for a client from Chicago here in the center last week. 2 bedrooms, 1 big living room with the kitchen in the living room and 2 small bathrooms, 600,000 euro, which now it's equal to $600,000. But he made really a fantastic deal. He would spend 70,000 euro to remodel because the property needs to be remodeled. But he was lucky. Usually this size of property in the center, it's worth 700,000.
Wow. Okay.
Milan,
so it's like the same. I think it's like pretty comparable to USA prices. Maybe an American home. Where are most of your USA clients coming from? Is it California? I saw that you're a member of like the Beverly Hills Bar Association, maybe. Or you have
and I'm also admitted at California Bar, and I'm registered in special register for the. So theoretically, I can practice Italian law in California. I could open an office there, but since my operation are here, I still didn't think to open an office there. Then it would be a visa issues, so I should get a visa, go there and open an office and practice Italian law and provide Italian legal service there. But coming back to your question, I would say that people come from all over United States, Washington D.C., Miami, many from California, Alabama, Louisiana, Arizona.
Amazing.
Of course, and of course from New York, I met some very wealthy clients. They want to purchase entire building, expensive villa. From California, most of all they like to purchase a property in Tuscany, and they love Tuscany. And someone who was buying, we recently bought a small property in Liguria. Liguria is northwest of Italy, where is Portofino, where is Santa Margherita Ligure, probably you heard. Portofino is a very cool place. There is lots of wealthy people with beautiful villa, beautiful boat, like very similar to Sardinia to Capri. And so but I would say that they are buying everywhere. I'm shocked because of Calabria, Abruzzo, Tuscany, Rome, Florence, in Piemonte is a very top in the border of Switzerland, and Sicily. So I think they like all the country, all the areas of the country.
Wow, that's amazing. So if you were to put it in a nutshell, what is your advice to someone who wants to buy a property in Italy?
I would say that make a little research on the market. Check if near the city they wish to buy there are the right transportation. I don't know if they want to move with the children, so the right schools, and of course consult an attorney to move forward, because once they will be in touch with the realtor. So I'm sorry to say this, but the realtor doesn't provide all the information that the foreign buyer, maybe an Italian buyer will be different, but the foreign buyer needs to know a lot of things before to move forward. And even to make a very quick, short consultation with an attorney can add a big value, can provide a lot of information, a lot of details, which would allow the buyer to make a really full assessment about the location and about the price market. That's it. That would be a good advice. And also, it's very important to consult with an attorney about taxes issues, because there are a lot of tax issues coming up when you buy a property here. There are, for example, 25 millions. I don't know if you knew about that. 25 millions of Italian American in United States,
Wow.
and many of these 25 millions has Italian citizenship too. So when you are Italian, you have to deal with Italian IRS and check if there are some critical issues. Then there is the US-Italy treaty to avoid the double taxation, which need to be assessed. But American likes to go learn by themselves. And sometimes I represent some buyers who establish a business here and gets in trouble with Italian IRS. So we have to we had to deal with them, and because sometimes people they think that paying taxes just in the States it's enough to avoid any trouble here. So there are something that need to be investigated to move forward.
So
and
you can advise. You do the taxes too, like you advise with taxes, Italian taxes.
We do provide tax advice both for real estate and for business here, and so we provide the service, and we try to avoid the trouble with Italian IRS, which is becoming very aggressive. So like everywhere, I would say.
Okay, yeah, totally. So where is the best place to buy property in Italy right now?
So if you want to buy property just for a holiday, I would say that is a very good. Tuscany, Puglia, if you have a good budget. If you have a lower budget, maybe you can target Calabria and Sicilia if you want to just have holiday. But if you want to make a profitable investment, I would look north of Italy, and I would look Milan. Milano is very active city, very active market, and you can buy and you can rent for short-term rent and in Airbnb, in Booking, and then when you want to use the property, you can use. And probably if you want to sell back in 1 or 2 years, you will get a good gain. I saw many people doing that even during the pandemic. They got good profit, good gain, and very easy to sell back.
So I think we went over the specific functions that you provide a buyer. Do you want to go through that again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, with pleasure. Yeah. Let's say that usually when clients already found a property they would like to purchase because they like the location, the property, we start from there, and when we are hired, we start from the due diligence of all the legal matter concerning the properties, and we investigate about the previous permits to build the property, to constructions, if they made some remodeling inside the property, and we come back to the title, because the title is very important to check the title in the previous 20 years. Also, we focus on the seller, because even if the property can be fine, if the seller had some property problems or issues, and someone filed a litigation, the counterpart could theoretically attack even his property as asset, and block a property and create an issues over the property. Also, we try to go through the tax history and check if the Italian IRS filed a tax lien over the property, because this could be an issue, especially for those buyers who want to get a loan in Italy, because there is another interesting thing that I think we should mention, since we went very in deep, very details. That in the last 10 years, the Italian bank became open to provide not 80%, but 60%, 65% of the loan, the mortgage, to purchase the property, even to the foreign buyer, because before the banks were very close to to provide a loan to us, to give the loan to the foreign buyers, since they don't have income here in Italy. Now the situation is changing a lot, and so if you have to get a loan, you need to be sure that the property is totally clean from the problem and troubles and critical issues. So once we assess that property is fine, we move forward and we submit an offer, or we might submit an offer, suspend it, and contingency on the critical issues. So I mean, if we submit the offer, if there is not critical issues, the offer moves forward and will be accepted by the seller, and then we can jump to the other step to close the deal. And during all these steps, of course, we provide all the assistance to negotiate with the seller, with the realtor, because usually we negotiate with the realtor, which is in the middle, and with the seller also. And we prepare all the legal papers, the offer. We prepare the power of attorney in English and in Italian as well. And we get this signed in the States before the Italian consulate or before the US public notary. And we even avoid the seller to be here mandatory to sign the final deed of sale.
Awesome. Okay. So why should somebody? Oh, go ahead.
No. But please, I think you're going to the right question. Yeah.
So why should somebody buy a property in Italy?
So I think there are at least a couple of reasons, probably even 3 reasons. Most of all, based on my experience, US clients loves Italy. US clients loves to be here multiple times over the year, 1, 2, 3 times for Christmas, for Easter, for summertime, or to spend a semester or two. Now it's very popular, the smart work, the remote working. And now the Italian government issued just last month a new program of visa. So in other words, just to, in summary, they provide a visa for the extra European citizens who want to come here, spend 1 or 2 years or even more, and work remotely with his or her employers in the States or in Australia, in UK, wherever. And so you can come here, rent or buy property, get a visa, which is called Nomad Digital Visa, and stay here, enjoy Italy, and traveling in all the country, and working just from your home, with your computer. The second reason the people should buy property here is because the price of the people is very affordable. So let's say that can go from 150 to, so no limit, millions of euro, but there is a size of property for everywhere and for everyone and everywhere in all the areas of the country. And then if you make a smart purchase, you can probably get an income, because if you buy property Rome, Florence, and Milano, you can get 100% a good income most of the years if you are willing to spend a little bit more by property in Amalfi Coast. You will get really a lot of money because in Amalfi Coast the property are busy all the year, even in the winter time.
Let me tell you, Antonello, you're making me want to jump on a plane right now and come to Europe and spend some time there. I've only been to London once in my life, and I need to get back.
Please come. I will show you some special place in here, Rome, Florence, and at least Naples. Naples is a beautiful city.
Wow.
Yeah, please come. Let me know when you come.
Oh man, I'd love to. So, did we cover what you wanted to? Is there anything else you would like to say to the Lawyer Stories community?
No, I think we talked about all the things interesting about this focus about the real estate. I'm very happy to join this community. I'm very glad. I'm sure that all together we'll be successful. And thanks for your guide, because without you, we couldn't this make happen. You are putting a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of focus on to build this community.
Thank you.
And I will never stop to thank you, because you made this really come true, and was something which I really wanted, because all the time I go to the States, I participate to the networking events. I'm a member in many organizations. I'm in the board of directors of the Italian American Lawyer Association, which is a nation. It's American association, but to come there is not easy. And with this community that you are creating, I think this will develop. I think the business and the credibility, and will allow to grab all the members who are joining your community. And so I'm very excited for them. I'm sure in a few months we will be much more, and in 1 year we will probably reach 1 million of members.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but hey, if we keep sharing it, maybe. And I really appreciate those kind words. And let me tell you, I love to connect people. So if you ever see anybody on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere within Lawyer Stories that I might know because I've connected with them, it would be my pleasure to do a warm introduction and connect you with those people.
Okay, I will for sure. I will with pleasure. Absolutely. I always try to connect the people to be better together and to make business together. And that is what we should take care for our future.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you. Stay there. Thanks, everybody, coming live at you from Rome, Italy, which is awesome. Hope you've enjoyed. And wherever you are in the world today, enjoy yourselves. Cheers.